Hey everybody, Geezer Tony here. Welcome to the first of my Can the Geezer Break 80 from 7,000 Plus series. Today we're at Anderson Creek near Spring Lake, North Carolina, down near Fayetteville. The video ran very long because it was a full 18 holes and I tried to cut out as much talking and such as I could. So I want you to let me know in the comments below, would you prefer them to be like this or would you rather see them 9 holes at the time? I could make it into 2 separate videos if you prefer. Also, when I arrived, I saw that the greens were heavily sanded and just punched that day, which I had no idea, but I went ahead and played anyway. So without further ado, let's get on to the video and see what happened. Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to another fun Geezer Golf with Tony video. What are we doing today? I'd mentioned earlier that I was going to do a series of Can the Geezer Break 80 from 7,000 plus. So this is going to be the first one, and I picked a tough one too. And I wanted to wait later in the game to do this one, but as situation turns out, I'm here first. So I think odds are I may not make it, but we're going to give it a try. So we're here at the Anderson Creek Club down near Spring Lake, North Carolina, which is kind of near Fayetteville. And we're playing their course designed by Davis Love, and it's 7,200 yards. So of course I'll be playing the back tees. Since it's going to be a full 18-hole video, I'll try to keep the pre-shot talking down to a bare minimum and not explain so much and just play along. So wish me luck, and let's head on over to the first tee and see how it goes today. Here on number 1 tee, first hole from the back tee is a par 4, a little bit downhill, 408. I think that's just perfect. Yep. Okay, so here we go down the one fairway. I don't know if I mentioned, but this course was designed by Davis Love III, and he designed some tough golf courses. Plan to go to Forest Oaks, 2 courses in Bryan Park in Greensboro, North Carolina, and maybe another one up there called Stony Creek in that same area. Well, as you can see, it's blind. We've got 141 according to the GPS on the cart, and the flag is almost in the center of that bunker there. So I'm going to go ahead with 9. That looks pretty good. It'll be a mystery till we go down there and look, though. Now, well, as you can see, we've got an aeration and a heavy top dress. Do you think they would ever mention that when you call about playing? No. So here we are. We're going to play with what we got. They don't look that bumpy, actually. So maybe with this sand on here, the greens will be pretty fast. We've got about probably 25 feet. Cool, you can see a little track of the ball as it rolls. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can. 1 down, 17 to go. Second hole is a par 5, 541 from back here. Oh, by the way, I'm playing with the Srixon Z-Star ball today. I think it's one of their better balls, but as I said, I'm playing with the yellow today just so it will help me see them. That looks really good, just a very slight cut. It fits the hole perfectly. And it's up just short of that fairway bunker. So let's just try to hit a smooth 3-wood out there and go from there. I like it. Wow, 103. It's a bit uphill, and I still feel a tiny bit of breeze, so I'm going to hit my 115 wedge. A little right of the hole, but it should be good, maybe 15, 20 feet. Breaking to the left. Nice smooth swing. Up the right center. Okay, we must have hit a tree limb and kicked in here. I thought I was going to be in the rough out there. We're 158. Flag is in the front. Toward the flag. It's pretty good. It's a little bit left, but should be a not too tough a par from there. I just need to fly it like within about 3 steps of the hole. Yeah, just like that. That's a foot. I remember reading way back in, I don't know, the 1900s or whatever, when Pinehurst first opened, they had sand greens. That's kind of what these remind me of. And you know, they're not putting that bad. It's packed down, it's smoothed out pretty good. Maybe some courses should go back to sand greens and forget about all this maintenance. They'd only have to smooth them once in a while, but they don't put too bad. Okay, number 4 is a really good chance to make bogey here. So 205 on the card. I lasered 195 to get over the lip of that bunker. I am going to play out to the right where it's a little closer in that fat part of the green and take a long putt if I can get it. And I'm going to try to hammer a 6-iron. That's pretty good. If it's right where I wanted it. Can't tell where it hit the ground. We'll have to go see. Even if I hit that on the green, probably going to be an 80-foot putt. That's a 66-foot putt. And I got a big hump to go over and back down. So, you know, a lot of work to be done here. So far, so good. It's not really turning much, but the speed is really good. Okay, hole number 5 is another par 4. It's a dogleg left. It's only 404, and the second shot is downhill. Oh yeah, sweet. Just like I saw it in my mind. You can see that flag tucked almost behind that bunker on the right. It's well close to it. 141 to the flag, not counting all the downhill. We got a little bit of wind help. So I'm going to go with the 125 to 130 club and go straight at it. That looks good. That's about 18 feet or so. I'm seeing a very slight break to the right near the hole. Just another par. Well, half the fairway is hidden by this overgrown brush. And it's a par 5, so there's more room over on the right than you can see. The card says 505, par 5. Fortunately, this steep hill here kept it from going into the trees, and it actually rolled it back out in the rough, but I'm still tied up against the dog leg. I don't like. I've got to hook this ball. Suffice it to say, I'm going to have a long shot to the green. Okay, that'll do. Wasn't the best contact in the world either. If you can see the flag almost to the right of that right bunker, they've got every flag hidden today. Well, good contact, but it's well left. Basically right in the middle of the green. So it's not as far away as it looked like it might be back there, which is usually the case if you get it on the green. Um, it's usually not as bad as you think. So we got about 20, I'm gonna say 25 feet going uphill to the right. I'd love to just have a nice two putt here and all this sand. Or one putt, ooh, one putt would have been great. Number 7, par 3. I got 218. I'm gonna go with 5 wood. You know, it's a shame on TV you see the pros at 218, they're hitting 7 irons and 6 irons. But I got to go with 5 wood, and I'll make a little confession that some of these balls I'm hitting left, I'm having trouble getting the lower body through because I have just a little catch in my back. It's not anything terrible, but it just doesn't want to move. So I'm going to have to try to accentuate that move just to make sure it goes through. So, you know, as a geezer, we have to play with what we've got that day. 5 wood straight ahead. Well, it was well hit. Maybe it'll bounce on. It was a little low, but yeah, I think it's getting on the green there. Wow, went right by the hole. Let's go see. So, you know, I hit that 5 wood really solid. It was very low for 5 wood. It also had a little cut, but it's not something to grumble about. I've found in my experience that if you hit a ball solidly, whether you hit it high or low, it generally goes about the same distance. So we're not machines, we're not perfect. If we can just hit a shot reasonably solid and in the general direction, it's successful, and you know we don't need to grumble because it didn't look pretty or it wasn't perfect. As it turns out that ball went right by the hole. It looks like it's about 20 feet, but I'm real happy with it. So we're 18 feet. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You can see the trail of where the ball rolled through the sand to where it is. So, you know, call me lucky, call me whatever you want. I'll take it. There's an 18 footer, a little bit downhill, fairly well straight. Who knows on these greens? Just hit it and hope you get lucky. Yeah, baby. Pay me for that last one that lipped out. Number 8, par 4, dogleg right. 461 yards. So if I can hammer a drive, you know, maybe I'll have around 200 left. Well, it's okay. It's in play, so we'll go see what we've got left. Well, I must have hit it about 260 off the tee because I've got 202 left to the green. And as you saw, I've got to cut it. These holes are going to be probably left up to the short game whether I make par or not. Pretty decent. We'll see when we get up there. It's not on the green, but maybe it'll be close. So I ended up a bit short of the green here, but not too bad for such a long hole. Very downhill lie, and it's going to be an uphill landing area. So I'm going to use the gap wedge and try to help it get there. Looks like it wants to break a little left up there. lay a little right of the hole and hope those aeration holes don't throw it offline, which they are prone to do quite often. Hey, that's looking decent. It's more like 6 feet. I think it could be an inside the hole putt. Oh yeah. Any other course that would be a birdie. I have made it to hole number 9, and amazingly, well, 1 under par. What's that? 7 pars and 1 birdie. I think I said at the beginning of this video that the short game was going to be the key, and so far it has. And so far it has been. This hole's a little more uphill. It's a little shorter. It's only 433 and dogleg left. Yeah. Should be fine. A little more left than I really wanted, but it's good. Well, the good news is I'm only 170 from the green. The bad news is I'm too far left and I've blocked myself out to the green. Or I could have hit it further up there maybe and gotten a look. But the green is to the left of that huge bunker you see out there. The green is kind of over here. So I've got 2 choices. I can either try to hook one around, or I can try to go over those trees. And I'm not the best high ball hitter you ever saw. But that's what I'm going to try to do this time. I'm going to try to go up over those trees with a 7-iron and take what it gives me and see if I can get up and down. So here we go. Got over them, but I think I'm way too far right. Took a left kick, so maybe it's near the green. It's not on, but it's a reasonably good shot. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to chip this one with a little gap wedge and see if we can get it down there. Ah, good enough for par. Got a good head start to break an 80, although the back 9 is a lot tougher. So we've got 543 yards here. Oh, it's really hit. A little down the right side, but it's fine. Hit really well. Well, came a little closer to the woods than I thought we would. The hill bounces the ball down this way, so a little dangerous. So now I'm so far right, I've got to kind of cut it around these limbs a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Really good. Rangefinder says 72 yards. I just looked, there's no bunkers or anything down there. So we'll just get this on and have a birdie putt. A little left, but it should kick right. And it did. Okay, we are just over 10 feet, a little bit downhill. Should break to the right. What a great bonus this would be. We could get this one to go down. I can't believe this. Can't believe it. Wow. What a day. I don't put this well on good greens. I mean, really, this is shocking. I had calculated up looking at the scorecard which holes I would probably bogey and which ones I might, make a birdie or at least a bunch of pars. Number 11, par 4, pretty straight away. The tee shot is. The green sits over to the right and it's there's a pond in front of the green, but it's very uphill. It's listed at 397, but it's going to play a lot longer because of the uphill, and we have the breeze at us. Oh yeah, it's one of my better ones there down the middle, solid. Felt the back kick in that time. Well, as well as I hit that drive with the uphill in the wind, it only went 230. I've got 170 left. We've got 170, and you can't see it, but there is water in front of the green. More important to hit it solid than it is on line here. I want both, but I'm going to focus on just staying still and hitting it solid. A little left, but it could kick down. Well, it didn't kick down, but it's probably pin high left on the edge of the green or on the frame. Well, we got lucky, as you can see, over that hump that I thought I was missed the green. Between two humps here is the green. So we're on the green actually. Like putting through a bunker, look at that. Anyway, I think I can handle that part. Okay, hole number 12, par 3. Card says 210. Ooh, it's a little bit right. Should be okay, but it's not going to be on the green, I don't think. Yeah, just short, not bad. Well, here we are, just short. Finding a card, I didn't think to bring another wedge. I wish I had a gap wedge here. We're getting some rough and uphill landing area. I'm going to have to whack it a pretty good one. I'm going to try to make do with this. That doesn't usually work out. Maybe this time it did. Whoa. Almost. The green is up left, up on top of that hill. You can see about half of it here. The number 13 is a tricky short par 4. Going up a hill. The green is set way over on the left and it has a huge false front, but it's only 335 yards. Oh yeah. A little right center, but it's really good. Nice. That is a very false front. I've got to hit the ball behind the hole, or we'll roll back down to the bottom of that hill. Now I've got 112, and I got a breeze helping, so I'm going to go with my shorter gap wedge and just hit it hard and get it behind the hole. A little left again, but it's up. No problem. Okay, we're 21 feet. Wish I had pushed it instead of pulled it because this is a difficult putt to stop near the hole. Downhill, side hill. Just going to really want to run if we get it to stop somewhere near the hole. Wow. Number 14, par 4, 403. Just what I wanted. Away from the trouble. Yeah, looks sort of a miss hit, but I think it's going to be good. I can get just one bounce. 36 feet up a steep hill. I didn't realize this was on the green, and I'm not sure I would have done anything differently. I didn't hit that wedge that solidly, but that little area up there all alone, it would be tough to hit from where I was. So see if we can roll this up. Okay. See the little trail, just like it's like early morning. So we're on hole 15 now. It's a par 3. The card says 239, and there's a good 25, 30 yards behind me here, and a flag could be further back. So I think they could play it at 250 if they wanted to. Okay, so I've decided to hit the 3-iron. Off to the right just a little, but I think it's a pretty good chance for up and down there. Okay, wow. If I hit this thing straight, it would have been on the front of the green. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm only about 40 feet from the hole. And it's sitting up high on this rough. I got to be careful not to go under it. I think that's about inside of 3 feet. Well, here we are. We're on hole number 16, par 4, 476 yards. And if you can see, the tee shot is uphill. So for me, it's a par 5. So I'll try to make birdie on a par 5 or either be happy with a 5. Straight out, and you see the gunch on the right needs to be trimmed. Oh yeah, it's okay. Could be a little left, but I'm so far back it won't matter. We're in the fairway. We're still 230 yards away. So it means I hit a 240 drive there uphill pretty good. I think there's nothing to do but just beat a 3-wood at it and play it like a par 5. Try to get up and down for 4. Went just a hair right. So this is really deep. The ball's sitting all the way down, and the grass is another inch above the top of the ball. So this is the one where we've got to hit the bunker shot, but the ground is soft down here, which makes it want to grab. It's gonna be a tough little shot, but you know, you just got to hit it and do the best you can. Ah, bad bounce. It's a good shot though. Okay, number 17, 476 yards. Second shot is very uphill, so probably play like 500 yards to me. Down the right side toward that fairway bunker, but it didn't reach it. Okay, and once again, we have lost audio for the next hole and a half, so I'm just going to wing it here on the voiceover. That tee shot left me with a 230-ish shot, second shot to this par 4, and I hit a 3-wood, pretty good, but a little right, and it ended up in the front right bunker. And I'm pointing out here about where the hole is because you can't see anything from down there. I couldn't even see the flag stick from where I was. So I hit that out like pot luck and got it out okay, and ended up being about 12 feet or so for par there. And amazingly, this one also went in. I don't know why I put it so well on these crazy greens. Excuse me, that was number 17. So now we're on 18T. It's a par 5, 540 something yards. And I'm just saying here, I just want to get a ball in play and get on the green in 3 and get out of Dodge and hit a
pretty good tee shot. It was a little bit right, but you know, nothing to even talk about. So we get up to the second shot, and because I did go a little right, I needed to kind of cut the second shot to get it in play. So here we are. I decided to hit a 3-iron. I didn't measure; it was just too far away for everything. So I decided to just hit the 3-iron and cut it around the corner a little bit and set myself up for, you know, a short third shot into the green. And here goes that shot. Hit a pretty good, nice little cut around the corner. Avoided it. There's several fairway bunkers up there. I avoided them all, and as luck would have it, I ended up with 97 yards. I remember that, which is, you know, pretty much just a stock standard 56 wedge for me. So I played a little left of the flag and got that one on, and it was a little bit deep for some reason. And this putt, you're going to see me do something I never do, which is take a practice stroke. I don't know if you've noticed, I don't take practice stroke, but that one was so downhill, you can't see it on the camera, that I was worried about how far by it might roll. So I barely tap it, and it dribbles and dribbles and dribbles down there, and close enough for a tap in. So that's a par on the hole. And so it ended up being an even par round of 72. And
So it was a shocking day. I had no idea that I could shoot a score like that on that long of a course anymore. I mean, I used to back in my, 20s, 30s, and maybe 40s. I feel like I played pretty smart. I didn't try to do anything that I couldn't do. I relied heavily on my short game and just tried not to hit any bad mishits or bad offline shots, and it worked out. So it was very shocking to me. I was just completely off guard as to what happened. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, this is Geezer Tony signing off till next time.